Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Pillars of Eternity 2. We're working on, I already forgot the name of the quest line. Good grief, I just looked at it. The Lighted Path. And we're trying to get to this ship before it takes off.
We missed it.
Apparently we missed it.
They're gonna park that thing next to Aethys and slit their own throats. I wish they'd gone ahead with it before they got Bern involved. If we can't catch it, can you promise me we'll go right now?
Yes, we'll go right now.
I knew there was something I liked about you.
Alright, so... Too late. Rescue Bern if he's aboard. They're tracking Aethys. We should head north to follow his path of destruction. Alright, so... I'm assuming we can find them before... before they make it to Mogren's Teeth, because I think that's where they're going as well. I know they are right there. We got him. That wasn't too bad. We didn't have to go that far. Gift from Aethys. I guess, oh, looks like we're going to fight him. Okay, I don't know if that's what we were supposed to do, but looks like that's what we're doing.
That's it.
Another tack, Cap.
Why am I doing? Join in there.
Are you ready? For the afterlife! Death to those who oppose the Republic!
It makes no difference.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
Death to those who oppose the Republic! Too slow.
Doesn't seem like they can do much damage to us, so we just gotta finish them off.
That looks complicated.
Don't underestimate me!
Lava will be on sick.
I've got your back!
Me too, man.
Did we rescue Bern, or we just kill him? Aha, we can go below deck. I assume that's something we
The
can't
others
always
have
do.
dropped, Bern. Their souls make their way to Aethys. This isn't the time for hesitation. It's the time for faith. Come, let us show him together.
The man uncorks a vial hanging from his neck filled with a viscous fluid of earthy red. He raises it and waits. With unsteady hands, Barrett uncorks an identical vial hanging from his own neck. Oh no.
No, kid!
Baron nearly drops the vial. He catches an awkward hold of it between his forefingers. His gaze drifts up to Eder. He stares with dull eyes as if he's trying to place it.
What is this? You aren't one of my flock. How did you get here?
Lower that. Let's talk.
You have doubts about this. You're questioning, just like your mother must have taught.
Your mom knew how to spot a fake. What do you think she'd say about him?
How could I know? She left me here.
The vial in Baron's hands hovers just above his waist height.
What is faith if it isn't tested? These people are willed here by Aethys to challenge you. Make him proud.
I will make him proud.
It almost like sounds like a what is that? Recantation? I don't know. I might have said the wrong word there. Editor's mouth is open but has no answer. He looks at you, desperate in his eyes. Your soul won't pass to Aethys. It will pass onto the Adra and through the core of the world.
You can trust a Watcher to know something about that. You won't get a choice with his.
But surely a god can claim my soul when it draws near.
Bern's hand lowers and hangs to the right side of the vial dank.
Aethys has come just as I said he would. There will be no other chances.
Eder fumes at Bosk with his hand drifting towards his weapon.
He must be in need to reach out to us.
Effigy's eyes, kid. You think your tiny soul's gonna change his fate?
Eder's right. On the margin of impact of a single added soul would be an infant's missile?
Right, that's the basic idea.
But he has called for us.
Baron's expression shifts suddenly. He looks like someone who's been slapped hard across the face. His fingers relax and the vial clatters to the ground, splattering on deck, with might easily be mistaken for a gruesome blood stain.
Aethys, forgive me.
Eder takes what sounds like his first breath in a while. His fingers trace over his mouth and beard in a rhythm of reassurance.
As you wish, then. Abandon your god. For betrayal there can be no forgiveness. You will receive not his mercy, but his justice.
In all likelihood, Aethys will be defeated again, whatever he plans.
Don't you got somewhere you need to be, Bosch? If you're having second thoughts, I can help you follow through.
Not a one.
Baethix smiles, raises his vial towards Eder in toast, and drowns the fluid in a single gulp.
The shining god will light the way.
He barely gets the sentence out before the first spasms rack his frame. A reddish froth bubbles from his lips and he collapses on the floor, flopping and arching like a netted fish. In one final rigid convulsion, his breath stops, his body settles heavily on the deck in an unnatural pose.
Think he's all right? He looks a little seasick.
If only he died before he got everyone else involved. Baron stares silently and Gaten both spit bubbles on his lips. The corpse are still popping.
That would have been me. If I were stronger, it would have been me.
Lucky you weren't stronger then. The gods might have rights to our souls, but they got no right to our lives. Seems to me they'll take from you whatever's not nailed down if you let them.
I could devote my entire life to Aethys, and it would never redeem this.
Eder swallows and tries to say something, but Andy just nods.
For right now, let's just get you home.
What does it mean by get him home? Return Baron to Hassango. Okay. Even out our supplies, I think we're gonna have to resupply sooner rather than later. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll get back to Nekataka. We still got other quests to do in Nekataka as well. Eder looks up expectantly as Bern disembarks the Defiant without a word to anyone. Bern begins to head off, staring straight ahead with sunken eyes, and doesn't break stride when he passes Eder.
Bern.
The boy has taken another several steps before he seems to have heard anything at all, and when he stops, he doesn't turn to face Eder at first, as though he's keeping his options open. A long moment passes, then, with persisting hesitation, he turns.
I'm not sure what you want to talk about. I have my life, and I know it's because of you. I know I should be thanking you. But the truth is, I don't know if I want to be here now, or what I'm supposed to be doing. And I still don't know what to say to Aethys when I meet him one day.
It should be the other way around. He's the one owes you an explanation. You hear me, kid? He owes you.
All right. Quest completed. We did manage to save Bern's life. He wasn't super happy about it, but what can you do? He was in a cult, and he probably needs time to digest and realize that. That he was kind of being taken advantage of. It wasn't really an ideal situation for him. All right. Actually, real quick, what quest do we got left? All right, lighted path is done. That's near Nekataka. We should probably do this at some point. Kaparu Channel, which is southwest of Nekataka. Probably do that next. We do need to go to Serpent's Crown. Officials at Congo's Palace will want my report. I killed Druid leaders. Where was this at? Suka. We might be ready for that one. We have gained some levels since we tried take on those druids before. Looks like not ready for any of the other tasks. Yes, I think that's it. I think lost dues in good faith is what we're looking at here. So we need to go straight to Serpent's Crown. The Bern book grows warm in my back. I think we need to head inside, don't we?
Is that all?
I need to double check that quest. And I already forgot the name of the person we're supposed to be reporting to. Clicked on the wrong quest, right? What was it? From the Wreckage? Officials at Congo Palace in Nekatama. Cool. Doesn't say anyone's name specifically. Let's just go to court and say something, I guess. The prince, maybe?
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Huh? Any questions about Matario Koza?
Ask. Whatever I know is for you. Just so. Do not leave me in suspense. If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you. Do not leave me in suspense, I say.
Okay, so wasn't the other royalty person on the roof, right? So I'm thinking that's where we need to go. We're supposed to tell somebody about this. Unfortunately, the quest doesn't say specifically who, but we'll figure it out. I think Yeah, there was someone on the rooftop, right?
You return intact.
There we go.
Nagati is not always kind to those who travel upon her domain. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say.
Okay.
It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there?
Some Naga occupied the colony after Aethys drained the Adra. I let them live.
The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders. What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on.
He makes for Mogren's teeth, but I believe that's only a waypoint. Tapping her chin, Ozeka nods in ways that matter. At length, even her expression spreads into a pleased and knowing smile.
If Aethys makes for Magren's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared for my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say.
Rathuan.
The fiery children of Magren devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of my troubles now.
Okay. Is that why no one ever comes back? Not because of the storms, but because there's like zealots who live there?
From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magren's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magren's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magren's anvil. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magren's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight.
Any chance of support ships to accompany the Defiant?
Akira, would that our resources were not so entangled in other parts.
Oh boy, we're on our own.
I cannot send ships to Magren's teeth any more than I would send paper dolls to a furnace. If you make preparations in Nekataka, I say we can help each other. I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Nekataka outlast the storm to come.
What do you need from me?
What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my watershapers, Herald of Bareth?
I know they gave Ratu no end of trouble for their early advice.
Akira, if you recall history, then you know why I am protective over the guild. My watershapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows. This reminds me, I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nakaro Atoll.
Okay. Sending your enemies a warning?
The voices of the dead echo through Tangaloa's mouth, wailing of their missteps in life. I merely ask the Hazanui to listen. While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Nekataka.
Okay.
Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons.
Do you think something's wrong?
It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut, but I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease.
Okay, fair enough. So we gotta go recruit the guild master of the water shapers.
The guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
Alright. Where is the guild master? I guess is the next question. That'll kind of determine. Peccari's Overlook. Okay, so that's nice and close. So we'll go ahead and take care of that now. Can we get down from here? Or is this just like a... Dang it. Yeah, it's just the balcony. Hoping that'd be a faster way to get down. But nope, we gotta go through the building. Then we can go to the Overlook. And see what's up with the watershapers. I have a feeling, this is just using video game logic, but they'll have something they need on their plate they need me to take care of in order for them to be available to help the queen. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be as simple as I just need to convince them to show up, but that's not normally how this stuff works. Exit right here. All right, let's see. Oh, it's this big building right here. I don't remember this at all, but I'm assuming we were in here before. That's probably where we got Teku from.
His lamp. What happened here?
Oh my.
Absolutely.
Don't mind if I do on the free stuff, but yeah, this doesn't look promising. Alright, well, we're looking for the guild master himself. Probably want to check every room. There is clearly free stuff out and about everywhere. Yeah, that's still considered stealing, so we'll leave that stuff alone.
Go no further. There is a situation in the guild hall.
What say? Where is Myru?
Ah, for what did Nagati send you but to lend your strength? All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Myru cleans up the mess below.
Ozeka sent me to speak with Myru. What's happening?
Nothing beyond the likes of us, I say. Naga swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Myru gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase while she routs the last of them. Kira, but Myru is fierce for her years.
Snakes could not have caused that tremor.
Yeah.
Kira, we felt the quakes even before the serpent showed up.
Why are they attacking the guild?
I do not know. With great purpose, they throw their bodies back to Rikuhu's bowels. I say, this is personal. They strike with anger, not conviction.
Why haven't you summoned help from the queen?
We are watershapers. Onikaza knows we can walk over a few snakes. Myru, though, I say she would not turn down reinforcements.
Okay. And what's causing the tremors?
Not snakes, I say. Unless they brought a battering ram.
I hope Myru leaves something for me.
Ha! I say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any snakes who slither past you. Good hunting.
All right. Let's real quick though, check these other rooms and make sure we're not missing out on any free stuff. Alright, nothing here. And nothing there. Okay. Into the guild ruins we go. I assume there will be plenty of Naga, the snake people, down here, but they're not very tough, so I'm not super worried about it.
Just remember.
Stone door sealed shut, a few engraved symbols. Hano runes decorate the sun enters. Nagati would have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. This thing will make the sigil of the covenant. Any words of devotion will open the way. Punch the door? Slam your fist with all your might, blooding your knuckles in the process. Alright.
If you die horribly, I can always revive you.
Alright, it's not gonna open. So I'm just gonna go around now because I don't know what the
Might have a
special
fight.
words are.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Okay, yet again, Aloth is in the front blocking the way.
I won't let you hurt my friend!
Lavaru beyond seek.
Yes? That's a great idea.
It looks like the water shapers didn't do that great against these guys.
No problem.
Tread cautiously.
Alright, let's make sure we're in the correct formation. I need to check that formation again. I don't get how Aloth always ends up at the front.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Like, I get that he might be faster than a lot of the other guys, but
Yes?
this is such a consistent problem. There's formation. How? How is he up there?
Please
Oh, a curse on all snakes.
Ah, that's stealing. Wanted free stuff. The guild master lifts her gaze to meet yours, struggling to focus. She's been slashed and stabbed numerous times. Her robes are soaked red with blood.
Myru! Oh, gods, but look what they've done to you!
Peace to Kehu. I gave back 10 times what I took. Too many, even for me.
Ozeka sent me to find you, but I think you need a healer first.
No time for that, I say.
You're too stubborn to die, old shark.
For once, Takehu, just listen. The rod of the deep. Ugh, I've lost it. Taken. You'll need to find the rod. Get through the stone door by the entrance.
Stop exerting yourself. Leave now.
Oh, don't you think I know how much water I've lost? Wards. Failing. Hurry, before it escapes.
Wards? I haven't seen any wards.
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
Okay. Guildmaster's eyes glaze over as she falls silent.
Myru? Myru?
Teheku takes her by the shoulder and shakes gently at first, then harder. At last he stops pulling away, bringing up his hands to clutch his brow.
By Ngati. She's dead.
Range's last words.
The words of Pariki's devotion, I say. An old prayer to Ngati.
I bet that's how we open that door.
It must have meant something to her.
We still don't know why this is happening.
Myru told us to seek a rod and a door.
Yep, I remember the door.
A vague plea, I say, but I would honor her last wish.
All right, let's go. There's nothing else we can do for her.
Akira, the others will see to her once we've cleaned up the last of this mess.
Oh, her soul just marched right on out there.
The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira, and how bright you look. At least in death, I can complete a thought. My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door.
Okay. Okay, so we need the rod as well. We can't just say the words. Gotcha.
Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching. You must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
Thank you, Myra. Rest well. Her mouth moves again, emanating no sound as she fades from the sight and raises her hand to point toward the entrance of the sanctum. She reaches to touch Teku's cheek, but of course her hand drifts through her skin. She shivers, touched by a passing breeze.
I'm here for you.
Okay, did she have any good loot? A fine rod. I don't think that's the rod we're looking for. All right.
No
Well,
problem.
check this place out.
Keep your weather eye open.
That rod she had on her, the one, the one she was talking about? I don't think so.
Scallywags hope.
Don't underestimate me. Justice is swift.
Lavaru beyond seek.
This is frustrating how the my character starts every battle with that dome of protection, and then everyone just marches right out of it. It's definitely something you should wait a second on.
Treat all you can.
Alright, seems like one of them had the rod, so that works out. Then we should be able to head back here. Touch the door with the rod. Alright, door reacts at once. Stone panel shifts aside to reveal a circular dial engraved with symbols. This would appear to be a locking mechanism requiring precise combination. Study the symbols. Brushing aside the layer of dust, the dial of pictographs. Though you could not guess their relevance or relation to each other, you could recognize the symbols themselves. First is a full moon beaming light down on Aora. The next is Juan, a symbol of Andra, classically depicted with the head of an anglerfish as their aspect of Ngati. Next is a pair of hands reaching out for each other, fingertips just barely making contact. And the last is rain falling powerfully. Okay. Press dial. Your grating mechanical clunk. Tumbler setting behind the door. Dang it. Hold on. Check the journal. Does it have the poem? Alright. Heavens rise well with tears of constant rain. Moon skyward journey continues to a space. Fingers touching is last. The moon is first. Tears and moon skyward journey continues to space. I'm not entirely sure how to interpret that. We know fingers touching is last. It should be moon is first. Let's try this again. Alright, moon is first, so we press the dial. Alright, and then we got rain, so if we go clockwise, right, it should bring the rain up. Okay, so we should press the dial again. Right? Platter tumbler's resetting behind the door. Dang it, so that's not it. Okay, so moon is first. Press the dial. So then fish and Gati's second. So we want to rotate counterclockwise. And press the dial. Okay. And then next we want the rainfall. We'll press the dial. Resetting? What the heck? It said fingers of friends is last. Whatever. Alright. So we know we got moon. And then we got fish head. So then I guess we'll rotate counterclockwise, right? Get the hands. Is it moon again? Is that what it is? Press the dial. Then we want to rotate counterclockwise. Press the dial. Clockwise. Okay, that is what it is. Okay, and then it'll be fingers. Resetting? Oh, my good lord. Okay. Try this again. Got moon. We got fish head. And then we want to go back to moon. And then maybe rain? Okay. Now fingers? What is going on here? That poem only had 4 lines. Hold on. Hold on. Or should it be the fish head first? Hit it as Nagati Lady 11. That would make me think it's fish head first. Then the moon. Then the rain. Then moon again. Then fingers. Okay, let's try that. If so, this thing is just a straight red herring, that poem is. Alright, let's press the dial. Okay, so I don't know why pressing the moon first worked. Okay. So we need to go back clockwise. Moon. Clockwise. Rain. And then counterclockwise back to the moon. Okay, and then it should be fingers. Hey, look at that. Okay, so that's the door was tricking me by... the air beyond the passage is humid, reeking of stagnant water and something else. Something old which raises the hairs on the back of your neck. As you take your first steps, an ear-splitting roar rises in volume and echoes down the passage, shaking loose the surrounding rock. Go through anyways. Navigate the dark, narrow tunnel, pressing your shoulders together to fit the passage. Yeah, so the fact that it was clicking... Oh, boy. The fact that it was clicking on the moon was just like a trick. Okay. As the massive upheaval of water settles and the air thickens with oppressive humidity, it takes a moment for your eyes to adjust before you can make sense of the shape that breached from the depths.
How in all Aora have they kept it down here?
Well, this would be a great fishing story.
Galloway's feckin' spear. That there be a right bonny beast and a half.
Yes, it is.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making?
Yeah, let me get my bearings first.
I am Skirilophus, Guardian of the Isles.
Okay.
You ever consider a nickname?
Scaraferous eyes narrow and bitter.
Just give it some thought, is all I'm saying.
What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
Hello.
I take it you're the one causing the whole city to shake?
You do not see chains around me, but I am confined all the same. One by one, every link shatters.
Okay.
You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana. This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
What you talking about?
You stand in the sanctum of the watershapers. Those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art.
Is that what they're doing?
An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
And what covenant is that?
One struck in a different time, when the gods showered devotion on Huana. The guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no watershapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
Oh my.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
You're the reason water shapers are so powerful.
The Huana of ages past could have shaped the very Deadfire to their liking. Now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant. Their art is an echo of its former glory.
Raising a shaking hand to his mouth, Tenku blinks up at the dragon.
Ngati, he speaks true.
Your disgrace, so pure and concentrated.
Your soul's stuck here. Let me take a look.
You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing.
Submerging in the dragon soul feels first disorienting, like pursuing a stacks in a vast library. The energy and vibrancy that the color of his soul are gray and warm. From the shadows, a dark, formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperse the energy elsewhere. The watershaper students of Nekataka. As it touches you, the weight of the prison like an anchor, you withdraw from the sensation, feeling shaky and depleted. Okay. So the other watershapers know nothing about this.
Clever Pariki twisted the forms of her art. Rather than give obeisance to Ngati, they draw from the wards of this prison. None but the masters of the guild ever knew this.
Ooh boy.
Mother, Ngati never told me this, I say.
The goddess sent her insufferable tests. She never raised a fin to deliver me from this prison.
I looked into your soul and it appears to be true.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters. Freedom comes like the tide, and the dead fire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings.
Indeed.
My gift to Pariki. My covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
Okay.
We have a responsibility, I say.
Yeah, it's kind of the way it seems, and he could be an ally in our fight against Aethys, which would be very helpful.
But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed.
What happens to your captors, if I do ask?
The Huana have chartered their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide.
So letting you go deprives watershapers of a useful asset?
The Huana will struggle. If they are worthy, they will endure. Those who are wise will remember their covenant with ancient Ngati.
Vozenka would kill me if I set you free. Is there another way?
Is your loyalty to a queen of lies so steadfast? She may not know of me, but she is complicit in this crime all the same. You owe her nothing.
Yeah, let's get you out of here. Either the light in the room has shifted, or hope has brightened the dragon's eyes.
Do it, then. Enough of my time has gone to waste in this cell. I long for the sea and the sky.
All right, we will release this dragon. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time to see what happens. I let this episode go a little too long. I wasn't really paying that much of attention. But thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.